This video is part of a series developed to help you better understand critical health hazards encountered in construction and related industries. Today, we'll be focusing on respirable crystalline silica, or RCS, a fine dust generated during common workplace activities that, if not properly managed, can lead to severe health impacts. Crystalline silica, also known as silicon dioxide, is a naturally occurring mineral found in many building and construction materials such as concrete, brick, mortar, tiles, and engineered stone. When these materials are cut, crushed, drilled, ground, or polished, they can release very fine dust particles into the air. Some of these particles are so small that they can bypass the body's natural defenses and be breathed deep into the lungs. This is what respirable means. These tiny particles are called respirable crystalline silica. Quartz is the most common form of respirable crystalline silica because it's abundant in materials like rock, soil, concrete, and brick, making exposure widespread across many industries. It poses the greatest health risk not because it's the most toxic, but because frequent and prolonged exposure is far more likely during common work activities like cutting, drilling, or grinding. The danger with respirable crystalline silica is that once these particles enter the lungs, the body cannot effectively expel them. Over time, they cause chronic inflammation, which leads to fibrosis or scarring of lung tissue. This condition is known as silicosis, a progressive and incurable occupational lung disease. Silicosis can develop gradually over years of exposure, or in more severe cases, after just months of high-intensity exposure, such as during dry cutting of engineered stone without proper controls. Long-term exposure to respirable crystalline silica has been linked to lung cancer and other serious lung diseases. Prolonged exposure increases the risk of lung cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, kidney disease, and potentially autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. Workers most at risk are those involved in tasks that disturb materials containing silica, including, but not limited to, stone and benchtop fabrication, demolition, tunneling and excavation, construction and civil works, as well as mining and quarrying. Engineered stone, used in kitchen and bathroom benchtops, contains up to 90% crystalline silica, making it especially hazardous when cut or polished without appropriate control measures. As a result, engineered stone production, importation, and installation was banned in January of 2025. Inhalation of respirable crystalline silica is harmful on its own, but the health risks are significantly increased when combined with smoking or vaping. Research has shown that exposure to both RCS and tobacco smoke has a compounding effect, leading to a greater risk of lung cancer and faster progression of silicosis than either exposure alone. Respirable crystalline silica is a well-known and preventable occupational hazard. Understanding where it originates, how it behaves, and the long-term consequences of unmanaged exposure is essential for protecting the health of yourself and your colleagues. In our next video, we'll explore how to effectively control silica dust, including the legal exposure standards, control hierarchies, and monitoring methods used in the workplace. Thank you for watching. Let's keep safety a priority on every job, every day.